In today's video, I'm going to show you how easy it is to start generating your own exclusive mortgage leads using Facebook ads. So let's jump over to my ad manager and you can look right over my shoulder as I get started. Okay, so here we are in my ad manager. I'm going to go ahead and click Create Ad. And for this purpose, for today's video, I'm going to choose the campaign objective of lead generation because we're going to use a Facebook lead ad. So let's go ahead and hit continue. Okay, and now here we are in the campaign area of our ad manager. We can go ahead and name our campaign. So let's just go ahead and name this so we know what it is. FTHB for first time home buyer lead ad. All right, so now once we've got that named, we've got to choose our special ad category here for housing because we're offering mortgage loans. You have to do that. All right, now let's see. We're going to use United States as the country we're going to run our ads in. And that's it. Let's go ahead and click next. Now this is the ad set or targeting, who we're going to show the ad to. Let's go ahead and name this first time home buyer lead ad so that we know what it's for. And we're going to use instant forms in this example so people can just go ahead and submit a form to become leads. Now what we're going to do is go ahead and select my test account here. Marketing crash test dummy. There we go. And we're going to scroll down here next to budget and schedule. So I'm going to go ahead and make my daily budget $5. You can do it for as little as $2, but just know that the less amount of money that you spend means it's going to be the less amount of people that see your ad. So you can see, for example, if I left it at $20, it would show to a lot more people than if I make it $5. So that's kind of the volume control. But what I'd suggest is that you go ahead and give this a try, and if you find that it works great for you, go ahead and create a new campaign and scale up from there. It's always a good idea to run several different ad campaigns at one time so you can see what your market prefers. All right, next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the audience area right here. So we're going to go ahead and come down to the locations. I would suggest people living in this location right here. Click that. Now, of course, you could also run it in people recently in or living in this location. If you live in a place where people are going to be vacationing, like say you're running your ad in Florida, for example, and people from New York or other parts of the country visit there and they might be interested in buying a home, you might want to use this as an option. But for right now, let's go ahead and leave it just showing people that are local in that area. All right, so now we're also going to search locations. Now I live down here by the Gulf in Alabama, so I'm going to put Gulf Shores because that's a highly populated area. I'm also going to go Fairhope, Alabama, right here. And if I wanted to, I could also include Mobile, right? Because that's a big city, a big market close to me. So now you can see I've got an audience size here, but I haven't done any detailed targeting yet. So anyway, I've covered a large metropolitan area right here along the Gulf Coast. So let me go ahead and scroll down here to detailed targeting. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and start with Zillow and hit enter. And what that does is it shows me a selection here, Premier Agent, Zillow and Trulia, or Zillow. I'm going to choose Zillow as an interest right here. And then what I can do is I can hit suggestions. And it'll show me different things that I can use to target with. So I could target Zillow, I could target Trulia, Homes.com, Mortgage Calculator, and first time buyer, right? Those things would give me a pretty defined audience. Now you can see right here it says ad set may get 0 leads. That's only because we have our budget set so low, but that's okay. Don't worry. You will get leads. It's just a matter of, Facebook has to show you that as a disclaimer. No worries. All right. So we've got our targeting set up here. And what I'm going to suggest is that you use manual placements, because Facebook doesn't know what you're running for an image, and they may put it in places where your image doesn't look good. So no worries. I'm just going to come through here and deselect the rest of these options here and just leave Facebook news feed in there. All right. So now let's go ahead and hit next. All right. So now my ad. So I went through over here in the left-hand column. You can see this first tab here is the campaign tab. This is the ad set tab, and now I'm in the ad tab. So let me go ahead and name my ad, which is going to be first time home buyer lead ad. Okay, my page is selected, so that's good. And now I can go ahead and create my ad setup with my image or my video in the creative right here. So what I'm going to do is hop right over here to Canva, and I'm just going to show you real quick. I'm going to go ahead and hit custom size and use 1080 by 1080. That's a popular size for a Facebook ad or post. I'm going to create a background color, and then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to go to photos and house. There we go. Now I can choose any of these free houses. Without a pro account, you are limited to what images you can use, but no worries. They've got several different images here that you could use and select from. So let's go ahead and use this one. Let's go ahead and get it stretched out so that it covers the entire image area. All right. Now if I want to, I can make this a little bit more transparent or less transparent, depending upon how I want this to look. The only reason I would do this is to create a little bit of contrast. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop over here to Elements, use a square, and get it up here out of the way a little bit. And let's see, we're going to go over here to Text, put in subheading, get that centered in there. And now I can type in my message here in the image. So let's say first time home buyer programs, right? So then I can also adjust the size of the font. I can adjust the font if I want to. I can make it a different color by clicking on this A right here. I've got it highlighted. So now I just go ahead and hit white. And there, look at that. Now I've got a nice contrast that has a nice picture of a house, and I'm showing clearly what I'm offering here. Now if you need to, you could put your fair lending image down in here if you needed to, right? So you could come over here to your equal housing opportunity if you wanted to, and drop that down here in the corner. Just depends upon what you're going to need to do to be in compliance, whether it's equal housing or whatever. So you can put that in there. Now I'm just going to go ahead and hit download. And while that's downloading, I'm going to come over here to my ad manager again, and I'm going to hit add media, add image, and I'm going to hit upload. And here you can see my first time homebuyer programs is right there. And now I'm going to select it and hit next. And done. All right, so that's how it's going to look in my ad right there. Now the primary text, you can go ahead and use this text if you want to, or you can use a variation of it. Now I always recommend that people split test so that they can optimize. This isn't a kind of once and done kind of a thing, right? Let's go ahead and copy it, and I'm going to paste it right over here. And oops, it lost its formatting. rid of these spaces. All right. First-time homebuyers love working with us. We have options that can cover your closing costs and give you a low interest rate. Who does that? We do, and we've been doing it for years. So, pre-qualification is free, 0 points, 0 closing cost options, yada, yada, yada. Good information in here. Go ahead and use that type of copy if you like. This is an ad that has been proven to generate leads. No worries. Let's go ahead and write a headline right here, which is get program information now. There we go. See, and that's how it looks right down there. Now, we don't need to put a description in there. The display link, if you wanted to, you could put your website in here. And go ahead and select your call to action. So what I would do is put learn more. I wouldn't necessarily use, apply now. That just seems too in your face if people don't want to apply for a loan right now. So let's just go ahead and click learn more, because we want them to learn more about why home buyers like to work with us because of our awesome options that we have. Okay, so here is the display link, the call to action. So you can see how that looks in the preview right there. All right. Now let's scroll down here to instant form. Now what we're going to be able to do is we're going to be able to create a form right now that is going to collect the people's information. So we'll go ahead and click that and hit continue. And we can name this form. And if we want to reuse this form in the future, we can. It'll be named First Time Homebuyer Lead Ad. All right, so now they give you an option, more volume or higher intent. And you can split test this yourself. Run 2 different campaigns with the more volume or higher intent clicked and just kind of compare and contrast and see which one works better for you. So right now I'm just going to leave it for more volume. Let's go ahead and you navigate here by hitting these down arrows, right? So you've got the form type, and now we're going to go to intro, and we're going to use the image from our ad in the background here so that people have that same feeling. When they see the ad image in the lead form, it just gives them that feeling of continuity. Now, the greeting. What we can do is we can put in here and just go ahead and do that call to action again. Get program information now. All right, so there we go. Let's go ahead and just leave that the way it is. There's the greeting. All right, let's go to the questions now. So the questions, we're going to, let's see here. We're going to use the pre-fill questions, not necessarily the custom questions at this point. So right now, I'm just going to click that. That looks like something new since the last time I've been here. Okay, right? I see what they're asking for. So basically, they're just asking us to set up a description of how the information they give us will be used. We'll set up a time to discuss the programs. There we go. All right, so the information we want, let's get their email, let's get their full name, and then we're also going to get their phone number. So we'll click that there. So we've got, let's make full name up top, email, and phone number right here. Perfect. Pre-fill information options are limited to ads. Perfect. All right, so now we've got that set up. The questions are all set. Full name, email, and phone number. Now, the privacy tab. The privacy policy you're going to get from your lender website. So let's just go ahead and grab somebody's here. Open mortgage. I'm just using Open Mortgage as the first thing that came to mind. So let's see, because I know right where their privacy policy is. Let's see. Privacy. I thought it was right. Yeah, it's right here, isn't it? There we go. Now we're going to take that link and we're just going to put it right here. There we go. There's our privacy policy. Let's go ahead and now on completion, we can put thanks, you're all set. You can visit our website or exit the form now. So if you want to, we can say thank you. If you'd like to set up a time, click the link. Or here, let's do this. Let's go thank you. Now we can go set up a time to talk by clicking the link. All right. That's good. View website. And here's the link. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and grab my schedule once link from Once Hub. And go paste it in there. Now you could also put people into your group if you've got a Facebook group. You know, there's lots of different things you can do with this completion form here. Let's see. Let's make this call to action. Set up a time to talk. There we go. All right. So that is our lead form all set up right there, right before you. So now our lead ad is all set up, right? So you can get the program information now. They're going to gather the information. They're going to be sent to your appointment link. And of course, if they don't do that, you will get their contact information so you can reach out to them, no worries. So let's go ahead and hit publish. Oops. Oh, okay. It's asking for additional details. So let's go ahead and hit that. I'm just going to go ahead and copy and paste part of that ad copy right in here. We have options that can cover your closing costs and give you a low interest rate. Sometimes simple is best. There we go. Let's hit publish. Perfect. The form has been added. It's right there. Everything is all set up, and it's that easy to set up your program first-time home buyer ad with a lead ad. Let's go ahead and hit publish right now. And there we go. It's loading up the ad. Now what's going to happen is this is going to go through an approval process. You can see it's processing right now. So you can go see that this is going to go through an approval process where Facebook is going to check it. Now, Facebook does weird things sometimes. Their algorithm will not approve ads sometimes, where you might run into a situation where it says, hey, this ad wasn't approved, and you can request a manual approval. This ad has been ran in several states over the past few weeks and gotten great results with its local markets, and it has been approved, so you should have no problems with it. But if you do, you can definitely reach out to me and let me know. So anyway, in conclusion, this is our first-time homebuyer lead ad setup from beginning to end. I went ahead and toggled my ad off right here. So what I did is I come over here to the campaign tab, and I can just hit that off button right there. So I've got it set to turn off on the ad as well as in the campaign tab. You can see right here you've got your campaign tab your ad set, and your ads. So it's turned off. It's not going to be delivering for me. And I just wanted to show you this as well. Down here in the ads tab, this is where you're going to grab your leads. So after you've generated some leads, you'll want to come in here and click on this, and you can go ahead and download your leads right here. You can access them right here. Just hit that download button and you'll be able to grab them right there. Okay, so if you have any questions, let me know.